The June update is here, and in sneak peek number 1, we're going to go over a new spell, new troop levels, and a bunch of great quality of life improvements. Let's start off with the new troop levels. We've got the balloon here, a new level. The stats don't look insane, but I can tell you this, you do feel the difference. Lalo, is it going to be meta? No. The rocket balloon gets a level as well, by the way. Is it going to be meta? No, but it's definitely going to be better than before. Thanks in part also to the Lava Hound level. The Lava Hound hadn't got a new level since Town Hall 13. It was crying for an upgrade, and I'm glad Supercell finally listened to us. I mean, I'd love to see Lalo back in the meta. Something we will see back in the meta, though, is the Druid. This is a nice upgrade, and keep in mind now, the Druid's going to be doing more healing than the healer. A little bit more than the troop heal, way more for the hero heal, and you will see that later in this video. The Frosty here gets another 5 levels. The Frosty's actually really well used, so this is going to be surprising, and we're actually going to get an extra Frostmite count as well, which will be really nice. I didn't even know there was a limit. And lastly, the Battle Blimp is getting a new level, obviously. I mean, it got nerfed with the Eternal Tome rework. The Eternal Tome rework, by the way, is coming in this update. Now we've got a new level to the Dark Spell Factory, and it's the Ice Block spell, and it is the first spell which looks like it hinders your troops. But what you're going to see with this spell is you can use it to freeze one of your troops. It reduces the incoming damage onto it by a lot. You can see 86% here. And then your other troops can sneak up on the defense and take it down. And I like this because I think it's going to be really good in more skilled attack strategies. Before we see it in action though, I wanted to show you the new training tab because we've got a cookbook now. And basically the town hall you're at, you will have some generated armies. I believe down the line, the point of this is to have creator armies in there as well. So you can use your favorite creators' armies. By the way, look at this. You can move all your heroes, spells, troops around. It's just so much better than before. This here is now going to be one of my favorite armies post-update. The Fireball Mash Druid. By the way, if you did see that correctly, the Fireball got a new visual effect. I didn't like it at first. It is growing on me. But anyways, we're going to absolutely just make this base look stupid, because you see I've got 3 of the Ice Block spells, and the Ice Block works awesome with this army. So we've got the Siege Barracks setting a funnel, then it's all about entering the base with the Druids and 3 heroes, and we're just going to try and take down the entire core of the base. And look at this core, right? I made sure there was plenty of damage in here. We're going to go through it. Now, my queen tries to be stupid here. Thankfully, the Earthquake Boots does its thing. And now look at this. So the king steps out in front. The king is tanking everything in the core of the base. I ice block him. Now, I didn't mean to ice block the Frosty as well. You're going to see here the radius of the ice block is way too big. I do wish it was a little bit smaller. But look at this. The king is just slowly getting healed. And despite the fact that he hasn't done any damage, he has been the ultimate tank, and all of our heroes behind are full health now going into the center of the base. We have the Royal Champion on the bottom side. I angled this jump spell a little too much. It wasn't really worth it. Now the king eventually does go down, because unfortunately, I need a unit in this army that's in between range of the queen and king and is tanky enough. Because I'm finding a lot of the time the druids don't bounce off the warden and the queen to the king, which you need because the king's the main tank in the army. But once I figure that out, boy, we are going to be in for a special show, because look at this. We just went through the core of that base like it's nothing. A bunch of druids died at once there because the town hall bomb is ridiculous, but it didn't matter, did it? It did not matter. Sorry, I got distracted by something out of the corner of my eye. Didn't matter, because then you get the tanking and all the damage was done. We have the Royal Champion on the outside. In case you're wondering what hero equipment I'm using, obviously it is max, but I think you could do this without max equipment. You do, however, need the max druid. So I did decide to refine the army in terms of I'm bringing 1 less ice block here, and we're actually bringing a different thing in the CC. The last attack I had 2 Root Riders and I believe 3 Hogs. This attack I've gotten 4 Super Hogs, 1 regular Hog, and 2 Goblins. Now something you'll notice about this and why I really like this, I'm not going for insane Fireball value. If I was doing this in Legends, I would definitely be going for better Fireball value when you've got this many Invis spells, but I wanted it to be more appealing to you all at home. Yet again, we've got a very high DPS core of the base, but the Siege Barracks is going to set a great funnel. You can even use the Druid with the Siege Barracks, and look, it's just going to work really nice to keep those P.E.K.K.A.s alive. The better a funnel you get, the better your attack. Yet again, as soon as I pop the King ability here, his job's done, right? And look at that. We just used the Ice Block spell, an 86% damage reduction, but we also have the healing from the Druids. Now, you can see here, are the Druids bouncing? Yes, they are. So the King's staying healthy. Now I use a Rage spell. I've decided to bring 2 Rage spells instead of just 1. Now, the King goes down super quickly once the Druids start missing him, because there's an insane amount of damage in the core, but now it's all up to our Archer Queen, and we've got the ultimate damage equipment for her. Beautiful. Use a Rage spell with that, and we've still got 3 Invis spells, so I probably could have switched to bring 3 Ice Block. Up to you guys whether you think 2 or 3 is better. But what I really like about this is that we've just gone through the center of a base like a hot knife through butter. And do I think this is going to be meta? No. YouTube. I think the meta's not going to change much, at least based on this sneak peek, right? I don't think the Ice Block is going to vastly change what you see. But I do think it's going to make attack strategies like this that weren't possible way more possible, because unless I'm missing something, I don't see it working as well with spam. Because the range is so big, there's every chance you can't just get 1 Root Rider, right? You would probably get 3 or 4 of them, and that is too much. Whereas with this, it's rather easy to just get my King. Maybe I get a Frosty as well, but that's not the end of the world. It's much easier, and that's why I'm a big fan of this spell so far. I think there's going to be some much better use cases than this too, and I can't wait to see what ideas you all come up with. But I'm sure the question you all have, what about Lalo? So I decided to try this army here. We're doing a massive RC charge. Then we're going to recall her so she can join up with the main push using the Rocket Spear version so she can be useful during the Lalo. And then we're going to do a mini hero dive after the Royal Champion charge and start the Lalo. However, one downside of this that I found is the Royal Champion charge takes a long time. So you can't really do your King and Queen into your Lalo, if that makes sense. You need to set your Lalo funnel with your Royal Champion. So I'm going to Lalo from the left-hand side over here. Sorry. And then I'm going to Sui over here, and the Royal Champion's just taken down the middle. That's the best way I can tell you, because you're going to see the clock here. It gets really close on time. I think I 3-star with about 3 seconds to go. Thanks, Spirit Fox, for doing absolutely nothing for us. We get that poison spell down nice and early. That was a little bit wasted, that last Invis spell, but still, nice. Not really that good a value, actually. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Wish it would have been better, but we have set some sort of funnel. So we've got the Queen here. I'm just going to fast forward through this. Yet again, keep in mind I 3-star with about 3 seconds to go. And you generally want to start your Lalo about 1:15 at the absolute latest. Setting a funnel on the top side here. And basically, because your King and Queen doesn't require too much looking at, you're essentially just going to pop the abilities when they go low. So I've got the Ice Hound and the Stone Slammer, and now it's all about spamming your loons about. Now, the deployment here looks terrible, and honestly, it kind of is, so I get it. But look at the loons, right? They kind of get wrecked. Multi-Infernos, yeah, they have their way. Now, I am running the Healing Tome. The Life Gem would be nice here, no doubt. It would give us so many more hit points. What would be 1,000 extra hit points. But I love the Healing Tome, and well, actually, this might be, I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched this in detail before. Maybe the Life Gem's where it's at. But this is why I do like the Healing Tome, right? When singular red bombs or the Town Hall hit, the Healing Tome counters that beautifully, whereas the Life Gem doesn't as much. It just gives you more health. But obviously that Town Hall affects over time. But look at this. That was a terrible Lalo. I haven't Lalo'd in a long time, in my defense. We still got across it. Now, we did take care of most of the splash target defenses on the base, but we didn't take care of both sweepers, and we get the job done. So, I'd love to see your comments down below. What do you think of this sneak peek? The new spell, do you like it? I really like it. I think it's going to have a lot of wildly awesome and creative use cases that some of you are going to show me, and if you do, you should let us know in the Blueprint Discord server, which is in the description down below. If you figure out some wild way to use this, tag one of the moderators there, and if they think it's really cool, they will pass it along to me and I will evaluate it for you.